in the Breakfast with Bubba show in the morning. I need to remember that song has a zero intro.
Yeah. Oops.
It's tough to preview Dr. Marty when you forget to just shut it off and make it stop. That's the beauty of our system. If I dropped dead and say Madison and Welch were off and I was doing it solo, it would just keep playing music for you.
Yeah. Lucky you.
Just drop dead right here at the console and you'd still keep getting music. So Dr. Marty's here. We're talking about some amazing facts about our subconscious, correct?
That is right. That's correct.
All right. How are you doing today?
Good. How are you doing?
Yeah, better than most, not as good as some. Got a lot of rest this weekend. Feel pretty good.
Did you? Attaboy.
Yeah.
8-9 hours sleep?
Well, on Friday night, 12 hours.
Oh, my goodness.
12 of real good sleep, right?
Real good sleep.
All right, good. So, yeah, we're going to talk about the subconscious mind. Most people don't know that most of the processing that we do is done subconsciously. And that's an important thing to know right now, especially with all of the political ads out right now and social media and advertising. So what we're hoping to do is tell you a little bit about what it is and how it works and maybe how you can be careful to protect your subconscious mind.
Okay, start in with your top 5 list. Let's get to number 1.
Okay, number 1 is our subconscious stores and organizes memories, but also traumas and phobias. So you've probably been aware that you just don't like some things, right? Sometimes it's a matter of taste, and sometimes, or a person, for instance, like I've had people who just sort of, I can tell don't like me, but I've never really gotten to know them at all. That's probably subconsciously, I'm very similar or doing something very similar to something that they don't like. So that's one thing, is that it's going to store and organize memories and traumas. And in psychotherapy, as you guys know, a lot of that is to bring the subconscious conscious so you can do something about it.
Yeah, there are a lot of traumas.
We try to work through a lot of those for you.
Yeah, dredged up.
There's good
that need to be dredged up and just blended up into Oh, I see what you mean. It's happening again. Yeah.
As long as we can learn as we go.
So far, so good.
So we don't repeat those things.
So far, so good.
Okay.
2 years. All right. What's number 2?
Number 2, our subconscious preserves our body. It's there to protect our body. So we'll have intuitions of danger, for instance, not know why, but we just got this feeling. And oftentimes, usually if you trust your gut, it's right. Or like even slamming the brakes on a car. You don't realize that you didn't see that rabbit or squirrel. Rabbits don't usually run on the road like squirrels do around here. And then you slam on your brakes. That was subconscious processing that helped you to protect your body. Also, our immune system too. So if we're very, very stressed and don't know why, sometimes we'll get sick because of all of the stress. That's subconscious processing.
What about just a general foreboding feeling about almost anything you do?
Well, it can be. So if there's a pattern or a similarity and you're not consciously aware of it, it's happening, that certainly is the subconscious acting, processing information. You just haven't brought it into awareness yet. You've done that before. You said, oh, now I know. Or you've said something like, why did I do that? Right. And then later on, you'll think about it and you'll realize, oh, yeah, that makes sense.
All right. We're talking about.
Doesn't always make sense.
Often.
I've got amazing facts subconscious today for your Monday morning Jumpstart with Dr. Martin Fletcher. Let's take a look at your traffic right now and find out what's going on your drive into work.
Things are looking pretty good. 94 should be running smoothly. I don't have problems to report on 23 or 96. Looks like M52 maybe just a little heavier traffic right at 94. US 12 just a little heavier traffic right at 23. And some heavier traffic on Plymouth Road right around here on Parkway. If you have a tip for us, 734-623-1029. That's the latest from the W4 Country Traffic Center.
If you had a foreboding feeling before you stepped on the scale, might be for good reason.
Well, yeah, because you work your bum off and you're not eating anything, and then you get on the scale and you don't see any results.
With Ideal you see them fast. First 10 days, 14 pounds for me.
I lost 12 pounds in the first 10 days.
And right now, a brand new 20-day program that can help you lose 10, 15, 20 pounds. To get on it, all you need to do is go to idealu.us.
The consultation is right now, it's $25. Normally $100, but book at idealu.us this week, and it's $25.
You could lose up to 20 pounds in 20 days. 20 pounds less while there's still August left.
Absolutely. That's less than 3 weeks.
Still a day to enjoy August.
That would sound good to me.
And Labor Day is not till like the weekend of the 5th.
Yeah, you got a little time.
So you could have the perfect Labor Day.
Absolutely.
When you lose the weight. But you do need to go to idealu.us to get that all set up and going. Idealu.us for your $25 consultation. Results may vary based on physical health and adherence to program. No weight loss or health guarantees are provided or implied. Go to idealu.us today. All right, I think we could talk to Marty now.
Hello, Marty.
Hello. Boy, my voice is bad today.
There's some kind of clicking or popping that I keep hearing.
Yeah, I think
No, I'll take it out. I'm sorry. It's cough drop. I'm trying to between.
No, it's something
digital.
Electronic. It's digital.
Good morning, Cindy.
Good morning, Cindy. This is an electronic cough drop, though.
Is that what it is? Yeah. It's got a companion app.
Mm-hmm. We have 24 people watch, 25 people watching us this morning.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, happy Monday.
No, Friday was the first night that I slept in my basement without having to wake up, and with it being completely pitch black, I slept like it was just a hair under 12 hours.
Now, how do you usually sleep the next night, though? Because I got a lot of sleep the night before, and then I woke up early this morning. Can you do that 2 days in a row?
Yes, because I had margaritas on Saturday night.
You can go sleep anytime with that potion, right?
Yeah, I was.
That potion.
The margaritas walloped me.
Phyllis,
good morning.
Sarah,
good morning.
Good morning.
Look at all these people.
Back from
Hey,
vacation
Lisa.
today.
Welcome back.
I won't be here next Monday, Marty.
Where you'll be down at what is it? Central Command? Is that what it's called? What is
Southern Command? No. I'm going
Southern
back.
Command.
I'm going back to Mexico.
Further south.
Oh yeah,
More command.
more Mexico. What are you flying on?
I'm
plane.
I'm flying Delta.
A plane.
Delta to Dallas, then Spirit to Cancun.
I thought a pterodactyl. You'd be flying down. Okay, so
Really
you like
because there's no flights anymore. Like to get a same day to Cancun, I have to leave at 6 a.m.
Oh man.
And it's not every day. It's like 3 days a week.
Mm-hmm.
So
You haven't slowed down a bit with this pandemic, have you?
no, why would I?
I don't know. Don't ask me.
Empty planes and cheap flights. I'm going for it, baby.
Mm. Mm. Yeah, but we don't. Oh, you're in first class. I was going to say we didn't get any drinks or anything. So, but we were in first class. Jody says good morning.
Well, even first class now, half of them are doing just water, like Delta does. Delta's doing beer and wine now, but you don't even, there are no soft drinks, which I don't understand. They say they're doing it for safety. How can you give me a can of beer and it's safe, but you can't give me a can of Coke Zero because that's unsafe?
Alcohol's a disinfectant? I don't know. Good morning, Troy.
Yeah, but I think they're not just offering it, right? You can ask for one, can't you?
No, Delta doesn't have
They
it.
don't just have it at all?
They don't have it at all. You have beer, wine, or water.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Give me a can of cold Coke Zero. I'll drink it out of the can.
Interesting.
COVID Safety Theater.
Good morning.
All right, 30 seconds.
Hmm.
102.9 W4 Country and Kin folks. It's Sam Hunt at 7:54. We're with Dr. Marty today, talking about amazing facts about our subconscious, and we're going through a top 5 list. What is number 3?
Number 3, unconscious conflicts can lead to not only illnesses but physical pain. So a lot of times I'll get a new patient, and they'll say, my neck is really bad. I'll notice a pain or back pain, and I'll say, well, it could be, the depression or the anger. And they'll say, well, no, I have imaging. Well, when the symptoms go away and they resolve some of those things, their pain oftentimes goes away.
I've heard that before. Like it kind of manifests itself in other ways.
Yeah, I see it all the time.
Is that like when you wake up after you've had a dream about someone and you're pissed off at them?
I don't think that's exactly.
Does that make your neck hurt?
Just 'cause it's a dream. Haven't you ever done that? You had a dream about someone and you just wake
absolutely.
up and you're just
But I don't
infuriated
think
with
that's
them.
quite the same.
Yeah, that anger. Well, you think about it, you're having stress hormones coursing through and you're not even aware of it. Your heart rate's up a lot, your muscular tension and things like that. There are probably several mechanisms that lead to that. But the interesting fact is that once these conflicts are resolved, then oftentimes I see it regularly that the pain will go away.
All right, more with Dr. Marty coming up on W4 Country. Right now, it's Ashley McBride, One Night Standards on W4 Country.
Cindy agrees with you, says Coke Zero is the best.
Coke Zero rocks.
Although she also says I don't drink pop anymore.
But on an airplane, I want Coke Zero.
Morning, Sharna. She says happy Monday.
I don't particularly like beer. And then your choice on Delta is IPA, which to me tastes like potpourri. Any of you that like IPA,
it's an acquired taste.
it tastes like potpourri smells. And then they have.
I don't agree with that, but okay.
You don't think it tastes like
I
potpourri?
think,
Flowers.
it has very strong flavor, but I don't think potpourri would not be. It's not floral.
And then your other choice on Delta is Heineken, and I'm not particularly fond of Heineken. So I don't want beer. Coke Zero is much better, and I know that sounds strange coming from me because I'm a borderline alcoholic.
I love Heineken, and Heineken Light actually is it's just enough skunky for me.
But
Good one.
just enough skunky.
Yeah, it's kind of a skunky beer, and I like it.
I saw a skunk on the way to my car today, and I panicked.
Oh my
In your
gosh.
parking lot?
Yeah,
Oh,
like
wow.
in the going between the condos. I mean, so when I saw it, we were probably about 20 feet apart, and I was just like, I just stayed really
Doesn't
still.
your heart just drop into your gut?
Yeah, because it was just kind of trundling along, and I was like, "Oh, I hope you're leaving because I don't want to spook you."
Nope.
The first time Dr. Steve came to Michigan, I had just moved and I was living in West Michigan. I was living in an apartment, and Dr. Steve tends to not care if beer is skunky or whatever. Dr. Steve drinks a lot. So he drank a lot and then just went on like a walkabout at night around the apartment complex.
Went on a walkabout.
And he never came back.
Oh,
Like, it was like an hour later, and I thought, okay, I need to go out and look for him. And
He's lost.
he was sleeping
Come on.
next to a bush,
Come on.
and there was a skunk sniffing his leg. I did not know what to do. I
You
was
take
freaking
picture of
out.
that, first of all. Number one.
so you're thinking because he was drinking the skunky beers that it attracted?
No,
him?
I was tying it all together.
Yeah, I don't think he was sleeping. I think we call that passed out.
that's-
sleeping because he has a cold.
He used to, in medical school, get so stressed that he would jog. He's an avid runner. He runs like 12, 15 miles a day still. But he would run along the beach, and in his water bottle, rather than water, would be vodka, and he would run till he passed out.
What is this person?
Dr. Steve is actually Hunter S. Thompson.
What?
Stand by. 102.9 W4 Country, One Night Standards. Yep, good enough. It's Ashley McBride and the Breakfast of Bubba show at 7:58. Dr. Marty's here, and we're talking about amazing facts about the subconscious as part of our Monday morning Jumpstart. We have Dr. Marty in here every Monday to start your week off a little bit better. What is point number 4, Marty?
Subconscious communicates through emotions and symbols. So just watch advertising if you really want to watch where this came from. A guy named Edward Bernays really took Freudian psychology and applied it to advertising, and then the political stuff started following suit. But it really plays on emotions, and oftentimes it's just with symbols, right? There isn't any real information. For instance, I'll ask people why they hate certain political figures, and they really can't give me a concrete excuse. It'll be something very vague, but very, very emotional. So we have to watch how people, and logos and things like that, they contain lots of information because they work on our subconscious, and subconscious is where emotions are stored.
All right, more with Dr. Marty coming up. We have points 5 and then the bonus point 6 on the way, but you got to hold for that one. Right now, let's find out how driving to work is going. Nobody does Ann Arbor roads better than Madison Raleigh.
Oh, thanks. 94 seems to be running smoothly. So is 23, and no problems reported on 96, but we do have some heavier traffic on M52 right around 94. Also on US 12 right around 23, and some heavier traffic off and on Plymouth Road, starting just east of downtown, continuing through Huron Parkway and through 23. If you have a tip for us, 734-623-1029. That's the latest from the W4 Country Traffic Center.
All right. We have the longest song we play, Marty, coming up next.
What's that song?
Life is a Highway by Rascal Flatts.
Okay.
But the ending chorus trails off for like a minute and a half, so we can end it whenever we want.
I thought it was Inagata Davida.
Wrong
Isn't
state.
isn't it like 20 minutes long?
We have George Strait's
I'll be
cover
right
of
back.
Davida.
Matt Ryan says if Delta had a Bloody Mary bar, I'd be flying nonstop. United?
I'm gonna grab a cough drop.
But that's the whole thing. Like we're moving away from like self-serve, right?
Yeah.
I need a sugar-free cough drop.
It's nothing against all of you, but
Yeah. I don't mind. I mean,
What is
well, that's what he was talking about last time. Jeez, Marty. Last time he went to,
that?
Marty,
Yeah, sorry.
it's going to carry on the 5G all the way to us if you keep doing that.
I forgot I had my headphones on. Sorry.
he's
That's
talking
awful.
about last time they were in Mexico, they had shut down the buffet because obviously, I mean,
Yeah.
they don't want, people going up to the buffet and sneezing all over it and whatever. So they had like waiter service instead of the buffet. And his friends were like, "What? No buffet?" And he's like, "This is better. Are you kidding me? We're getting
Right.
served now."
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
I tend to agree with that.
People are bringing food to me.
Right. I don't think that's a bad thing.
Yeah, I want to generally defer to an expert when I go to a restaurant.
Right.
And and people are and
And
people
it's hard to carry your food. You make up that plate,
Yeah.
and then you got your drink in your hand too, and it's just really hard to carry the food. You don't want to drop anything.
or a place like a Mongolian barbecue.
Yeah.
I don't care for that because then and people will tell you, oh, grab one of their recipe cards and just follow one of those.
No.
Or
you could just do it for me.
Yeah.
I came to a
I
restaurant.
could order off a menu and tell you that's the one that I want. Can you do it in
Yes.
smart proportions?
You're
And so
right.
it's not all pasta when I do it because I screwed up doing it.
Because we don't know what we're doing.
What are we talking about?
Buffets.
Any sort of serve yourself where it's like the portions end up all imbalanced and everything.
I want to fast this weekend, so I want to eat a sugar-free cough drop. I'm having a hard time finding them.
Only Marty would consider sugar-free cough drops while he's fasting.
Right. How many grams is that, Marty?
I don't know. I'm shooting for 0.
It's too many to cough drop.
Hmm.
How decadent. I really shouldn't, but I'll treat myself.
To Illudins, the sweetest of cough drops. The candy they call cough drop.
Right.
We're going to be horribly late.
Oh,
Terribly
sure.
late.
Terribly late.
Just awfully.
I
late.
just realized that song just started, and we're
Hey,
already.
you know what? My voice is so terrible. I'm fine. Rush me off. Maybe
Still
we'll.
have 2 more points, Marty.
Does it feel okay? Are you doing all right?
Yeah, it just sounds terrible. I feel fine. Just
I don't
as
think you sound bad.
allergies.
You think he sounds bad?
I think, you're not going to like when I say this, but I think you sound sort of like you normally do. And not to say that you normally sound bad.
Really? Okay. I'm struggling with it though.
I mean, I can hear something like a little bit in there.
Yeah.
But I think if you wouldn't have said anything, I probably wouldn't have noticed a difference.
I'll just be better when you're in here. I hate this.
I'm looking forward to that when it happens. If it happens.
Who's to say?
I don't know. I try not to say anything about this because it's so polarizing, but I want to follow the logic and I'm having trouble following the logic. I mean, I understand the masks, I understand the washing hands and things like that, but I haven't seen any good research to say that the lockdowns are effective. I want to find that. They may be, but I haven't been able to find that.
Black licorice cough drops. Cindy,
Yes.
is it black
yes.
licorice cough drop?
They did. Yep. They had the cherry.
Awful.
Marty likes black licorice.
Do you really?
I do. But it's supposed to be bad for testosterone, so I don't eat it much because
boy, you're a freak. Who likes black licorice? Oh,
I don't mind. I mean,
it's good.
Oh my God.
But on a cough drop, I don't want to sit there and suck on it for that long.
Have you ever had licorice tea? Black licorice tea. I used to like that too.
No.
Yeah, it was like an orange black licorice tea I had. It wasn't bad.
Have you had black licorice booze, anisette? Oh.
Yeah.
Ouzo, right? That's like licorice. What's the other one? There's another one that tastes like licorice.
People say
Ouzo.
Jägermeister looks like licorice. but
Ouzo tastes like licorice.
Yeah, that's what I say. Mm-hmm.
Oh, now we get black licorice lovers.
Oh.
Phyllis
There
loves
you go. See?
Maureen's husband loves it.
How about the salty?
Freaks.
No, you know,
I'm sure there are things you like that other people would not get down with.
Not as bad as black licorice. Stand by.
That's your opinion.
God, just terrible. Good morning. It's 6 minutes after 8 o'clock. I want to thank you for listening along. You found the Breakfast with Bubba show with Bubba and Madison Raleigh.
Good morning. We do have a chance of showers or thunderstorms today. Highs in the upper 80s.
You're listening to WWWFM Ann Arbor. So very proud to be a Cumulus station. Coming up, more with Dr. Marty. All right. Now, can our listeners hear that when we switch over?
Depends on how you're doing it. Could you guys hear the music for a minute there?
I heard something sound like through headphones for a second.
You couldn't hear. I think you can hear it.
I can hear everything.
Do it. And they can hear that. I think if Marty could hear that.
Okay.
Now that I think about it. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me get back where I was. Freaks!
Phyllis took offense to that. She says, I am not a freak. And then Kimberly says, throat coat tea for sore throat comes in a taste like black licorice works too.
Ugh.
And candy called.
Oh, are those rubbery things that were like, they're kind of rubbery? Are those what the snaps were? Like powdered, like on something powdered on them?
I don't know. Sounds like you're pulling little pads off of cabinets, Marty, and eating those.
No, really. I know
things, you know.
I know what those things are, man. They were weird colors too. It's like 1950s candy, and they were licorice.
Ugh.
And then there's the salty licorice where there's no sugar in it. I like that too. It's really hard.
It's a good thing, isn't it, Madison?
The black licorice?
Salty licorice?
Salty
licorice? Yeah, I like that.
Maureen has a idea for the show, a topic. Dr. Marty needs to explain what about not liking something. How about I don't care for black licorice, period.
Okay, here's why. Because some people are disgust sensitive, right? And they don't like that emotion. That disgust emotion is it's all bad, kill it with fire, ooh, kind of thing.
See, that's me.
I know you're disgust sensitive. I know.
Yeah, but he'll light anything on fire. It's not what he doesn't like.
It doesn't take a lot of provocation,
right?
Especially around food, because food can kill us if it tastes dangerous, like rotten.
Black licorice can kill you.
That's not.
No, I did not say that.
That's not what he said.
Ugh. Then I'd have a sore throat and I'd be blowing chunks all over the
Ew.
Which would make the sore throat even worse.
Maybe you're not disgust sensitive. Maybe I was wrong about that.
I think it depends on
what we're doing
and what mood he's in.
Black licorice is one of those things that I feel like people who say they like it, part of the reason that they like it is the gross out factor for people who don't like it.
People can just
No, we like it.
for something.
I don't know.
Like if someone was going to say, I don't like lasagna, you'd be like,
Who doesn't like lasagna?
okay, exactly. But some people might not like it.
No.
Lasagna is gross, though.
But
How
some
do you-
people might think it does. They might not like the texture of it or something.
Antagonizers say they don't
No.
like
Right.
True.
troublemakers.
Brian Welch, how do you explain good and plenty?
It's like Greenland. It's not what it says it is.
No, it's licorice.
I mean, it might be plenty. Yeah, it's like Greenland. It's good marketing, but it's
Good and plenty. Oh, God.
Good and plenty. Good and fruity.
nope. It could say plenty because you get a box full of them and it's really more than you want. I had a few and I'm good. That was plenty.
It was plenty.
Yeah, they're plenty. Sure.
It should be okay and plenty.
Yeah.
Gross and plenty.
Okay, see, here's a good example Cindy gave. She said, like, cottage cheese. I love cottage cheese.
Oh, me too. Yeah.
People don't like it. I'm sure she can understand maybe why I like it. She just doesn't care for it. But plenty of people, I know you like cottage cheese.
With
I
Worcestershire
do.
sauce on it.
Really?
Oh, that's really
That's
good.
bizarre.
No, it's
I've
really
never heard that before.
That's a thing.
what?
What?
Cottage
With
cheese
what?
with Worcestershire.
Well, that's what I thought you said.
That's how it's pronounced.
Worcestershire.
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 Like you bailed out halfway through.
I don't buy cottage cheese though, because then it gets that weird water in it. Oh, makes me. Any
Yes.
food, cottage cheese will get like water.
Oh, it has like a
Oh.
like it. Well, it's like it's part, but it's part of it. It just sinks
No,
to the
that's,
bottom.
Any food that gets water on it,
Separates.
I throw away.
that's
Yogurt.
not water.
It's not water. It's part of the juices of
I
the.
throw it away. Makes me sick.
That's worse. Cheese juice.
When I was,
There's nothing wrong with cheese juice.
Ugh.
That's whey, though. That's a lot of whey protein in that. You're supposed to drink that.
oh God!
No,
Yes.
you just mix it up.
Oh.
What?
When I was at the Southern Command, I'd put some pork chops in the freezer the previous time I was there, and I took them out and put them in the refrigerator. And then when I pulled them out of the fridge to grill
there's
them,
juice all over
there's
everything.
water that poured all over the floor. I couldn't eat them. I gagged. I literally grabbed the trash can. I thought I was going to vomit from seeing the pig water fall out of it. Oh,
Pig water.
it just made me sick.
Breakfast with Bubba. It's the most appetizing show.
Yeah,
on the radio.
Yeah.
Mm.
Totally
Oh,
appealing.
that
this
cottage
morning,
cheese
huh?
water is so gross.
No, you just stir it up.
No.
Come on.
I'm fine stirring it up. It was when Marty said you're supposed to drink that
Oh,
that I don't
God.
think I could do.
Terrible.
Mm.
That's why, like any leftovers, you have to let them cool down on the counter before you put them in the fridge, or else you put the saran wrap over it and it gets water from the steam, and there's water on the food. Oh,
Water is the
pig
universal solvent.
water, cow
It's-
water.
With no water, no life.
How do you ever cook anything?
I usually don't cook leftovers.
Mm.
I have a problem with leftovers.
But you're not talking about leftovers. You're talking about like raw meat. You're talking about
Get you-
from the meat.
No, oh, that I can't. Like, I have to. I'll bring out, like, if I have steaks, I'll bring them out. I'll slit open the plastic on top. I'll close my eyes and flip it on the grill.
You are so weird. Come on.
I do. I totally do that. Hold on. Stand by. It's true.
Dramatic.
Stand by. 102.9 W4 Country and whatever it is. It's a Zach Brown Band. Good morning, 8:13, and the Breakfast with Bubba show with Bubba and Madison Raleigh.
Good morning.
We have Brian Welch with the forecast.
Highs near 90, the possibility of some storms later today.
How bad are those storms going to be, Mr. Welch?
There is a chance they could be severe, but we're not really looking at anything widespread, kind of pop-ups here and there possible through the overnight hours.
Okay, we have Dr. Marty on with the Monday Morning Jumpstart. Dr. Martin Fletcher from Renew Hope Counseling and the Shepherd and the Shrink podcast. We are talking about amazing facts about your subconscious. It stores and organizes memories as well as traumas. It preserves our body by instilling fear. Its unconscious conflicts can lead to physical pain. Subconscious communicates through our emotions and symbols. And what's number 5, Marty?
It's where our intuition is. Our intuition is crystallized knowledge, or even tacit knowledge, where we can know something, but we don't know how we know it, or we know that something is true and we act on it, but we're not even aware of it. So intuition is a part of the subconscious.
Can you hold and we'll do the bonus after the break?
Yeah, I can hold to do the bonus.
Because we're having a fascinating conversation offline right here. If you want to
I want to finish your breakfast first.
to Facebook, we're having a fascinating conversation offline. If you were not watching the live stream today on Facebook, you're missing out.
You probably need to go rewatch it.
This is one of the best off-air live conversations at Facebook.com/W4Country. So we'll have the bonus coming up next. You're quarantined and you have nothing to do. Hold on. We'll in a second. Right now, let's find out what's going on in traffic. Riley's got to check on that.
Things are looking all right. No major problems on 94. It looks like 23 is running smoothly. So is 96. A little heavier traffic on M52 right around at 94. Also on US 12 right around 23 and at 94. And a little heavier on Michigan Avenue through downtown Saline. Also heavier on Plymouth Road off and on right around here on Parkway and 23. If you have a tip for us, 734-623-1029. Traffic is sponsored by Rocket Mortgage. And that's the latest from the W4 Country Traffic Center. Okay, we have a lot of questions.
Okay.
Well,
Is it about the meat water?
No, well,
it freaks
Sharon
me
wants
out.
to know, so is it better to drink the watery stuff and the cottage cheese instead
Stop
of the
talking
cottage
about
cheese? You started it.
Oh,
And then for a little, if they got pink eye at school, I would put the stuff on top of the yogurt in their eye. And it would probiotics in the way. I am not going to get on board with that one.
No, not
way.
at all.
I don't think that's scientific sound.
Bubba is a freak, Phyllis, but that's different story together.
I just freak out over blood on meat.
It's not blood on meat when you buy a package like that. It's
Oh my God.
myoglobin.
Oh, that's just even worse.
No, it's not hemoglobin. That's what we're,
It's
getting.
just the juices.
Yeah, it's
It's
myoglobin.
flavor.
Not juice, it's blood.
It's not.
Not juice.
You want me to Google this?
No, I don't want you to Google it because it's not going to change what I do.
What is the meat juice?
Myoglobin.
It is. He's right, but I want to it's just it's what carries oxygen through the muscle, and it's got a red pigment.
Ugh, God.
Blood is what carries oxygen through the muscle.
It's what gives the steak its nice pink color.
Not when I'm done cooking it.
Oh, that's a different story
Yeah.
altogether, and I will
You're
never
sure
get on board with that.
Gray.
I
when you're
will
done
never
with that.
understand why you would do that.
You should
Overcooked.
handling chicken. Oh my God. I freak out with chicken.
Yeah, I don't really. Every time I see chicken juice, it's like I automatically think salmonella, and I'm
Right.
gonna die. But I'm not gonna close my eyes and drink it.
Do you want to know how I do chicken at Costco? Like I'll buy the big thing at chicken at Costco and grill it all at once. So I'll turn my sink on hot. I'll keep a bottle of bleach right next to it. I'll close my eyes and cut it open, and I won't look at it. And then I'll squeeze the meat out. So all that stuff goes down the sink. Then I'll throw the bag away before I even look at it. Then I keep rinsing the meat where I don't even see it. Then I'll pick it out with tongs and put it on a plate.
So many extra steps. It is hard to be you.
Then I will
All
bleach
of these
the sink.
extra steps that he has to take for his life.
Then I'll
Then he
bleach.
jumps in the shower. Then you jump in the shower and then you go eat it.
I bleach the sink, bleach the tongs, bleach my hands.
And then fly to Mexico.
Right. Maureen suggests Bubba be vegan.
I could be a vegan. I really could. I like veggies.
And Cindy agrees that she likes her steak extra well done.
Thank you.
Or extra well done.
You get some looks. You go to Ruth's Chris and you ask for well done, and they
They're
just
weird.
sure.
Weird.
Yep. I'm 100% sure.
You should just eat jerky if you're gonna do that.
I love jerky, which is raw meat.
Kind of.
It's hard.
but it's hard. At least it's not raw.
Oh. Eric says it's another beautiful day to have a beautiful day. Wake up and be awesome.
That's my plan
Very
today.
motivational. Thank you, Eric. And Aaron says Brian is scratching his chin. He must be deep in thought.
Yeah, there's like shoe leather. Ruin a steak.
I agree with that one. And then Matt says, put sugar and dill in cottage cheese for a crepe filling. It's my family's Hungarian recipe. That sounds delightful.
Sugar and dill. Like sweet and sour.
Mm-hmm. People love that
Why
stuff.
are you looking at me like that?
Because they get cottage cheese water. Just, oh. Yeah, anything that gets watery. Like I made carnitas on Saturday night, and I went to go sour cream, and the sour cream was only like a week old, but I opened it. There was a bunch of water on it.
You
So
just drain it out.
I threw it away.
Oh my
Threw the whole thing
gosh.
away.
How wasteful. Just
How do you
give
feel? How do you feel about soup?
it theory.
Soup is okay. I prefer a creamier, thicker soup than like a consomme. But you can't save soup because the next day it has water on top of it.
It's spontaneously generated water. Where did that water come from?
It's amazing how you get through a day at all. Yes, Brian says, well done steak is ruined. Steak.
Come to my house, Brian. I'll show you a good one.
No, it won't be good. It'll be a hockey puck.
I'll make a medium at my house for guests. I have a thermometer. When it says it's like whatever the temperature is for medium, like 130 or 140, I'll take it off.
I'll never eat steak at your house.
Why?
Because I don't eat medium steak.
What do you eat?
Rare, baby.
Ugh,
Rare, yeah.
All
can't do
day.
it. Can't do it.
Ideally, still mooing.
The juicier, the better.
See, my problem with that is I couldn't sit across the table and watch you eat it. And even if you were next to me, I would still have this morbid
Oh, and I would just
curiosity.
rub it right in your face, too.
gosh, no. I'd blow chunks right there on the dinner table.
That's why we're never eating together.
Throw up. 40 seconds.
I don't want you honking all over my nice medium rare steak.
Right?
How about runny eggs?
Great way to root steak. Oh, yes.
No.
Runny
Yes.
eggs.
Yes. Dippy with your toes.
Yeah,
Oh,
put it in
yes.
there.
Can't do it. Can't
Come
do it.
on.
Scrambled well.
No. You like dippy eggs, don't you?
I sure do.
Yeah.
Can't do it. Stand by.
That's all I want for breakfast right now.
.9 W4 Country and John Party Heartache Medication 822. All right, time for the bonus. We're talking about amazing facts about your subconscious. Dr. Marty, what is point number 6? The bonus.
The bonus is that's the source of your dreams. So some people are good dreamers and will do dream interpretations. And it's amazing what your subconscious will tell you that isn't obvious because it works in symbols and metaphors. So
Are you good at dream interpretation?
I mean, that's not for me to say, but I do it.
Okay.
With patience.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
I think you
Oh
should.
my gosh.
I'm gonna take us in a little different direction. Thank you. Monday morning jumpstart. But I had a dream. Welch and I had a little spat on Friday. It was fine. It was done. And then Saturday night, after it was done, Welch and I I remember this specifically, we're on a Carnival cruise ship.
This is your dream on Saturday?
On Saturday. After I'd apologized, after everything was good with Welch.
Yep.
We're in a Carnival cruise ship.
You apologize.
And we're going to Ensenada, Mexico, which is really weird.
That's very specific.
And Welch and I are in this bar that overlooks the front of the ship. And the ship is going really, really fast through a very tiny marina.
Oh my.
And boats keep swerving and wrecking to miss hitting the ship. And we're just in front of the ship. And I'm feeling just scared that we're going way too fast. And these boats are all wrecking around us. What is this captain doing with this ship? And I woke up. What does that mean?
That you were just with speed 2 cruise control.
Well, I mean, it's analogous to how you're feeling about the relationship. Because on the one hand, you're together to do something that is, fun, entertaining, relaxing, and things like that. But then it's also very precarious and tumultuous, and there's some danger involved.
And you can't control the inevitable destruction.
There would be a neat bar though that looks over the front of the boat.
It was. We got a great view of all these other boats just wrecking. I mean, they would just like make hard right and left turns and just destroy themselves.
Port and starboard turns.
Yeah, to stay out of our way.
Yeah.
Hey, you should do a dream journal. We'll put that on the air. That'd be interesting.
The hell I'm ever putting
Start writing it up.
that I dream about. We'll talk to Marty next Monday morning, 7:40 right on 102.9 W4 Country.
All right, you guys. I'll see you guys later.
There we go.
I worry we're going to miss something.
Nah, we'll be fine.
All right. I mean, I'm going to put a pause here.
We were debating staying on or not.
We decided to stay on.
And lavish you with our continued presence.
Sharon wants to know, okay, so what does it mean if you dream that you broke into a bank?
I don't know.
It means you need money.
Marty's gone.
Maybe it means that you're worried about your financial future or something.
Our ship was very much Carnival Cruises.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was a logo that said Carnival Cruises.
Yeah.
That's how I knew we were on a ship. Well, and the fact that you saw the pointy part of the boat ahead of us.
Right. We were just cruising up the through the channel and
see, it just seems like the water would have been too shallow where we were in this dream.
probably.
So a shipwreck dream would mean that you have feelings of a sense of loss in power or importance, or you felt like there was a serious problem that needs confronting.
But it wasn't a shipwreck dream. The ship didn't wreck.
Our ship didn't wreck.
The ship was going strong.
Our friendship continued to sail straight forward.
Okay.
Destroy everything in its
Ship
path.
on fire, ship crashing, ship storm.
Our ship was ballsy. It just kept going.
The dream is a premonition that you will actually make a long journey. If you're on a ship at sea, it indicates you will have more initiative. Being on a ship or boat in rough seas foretells dangerous business ahead.
We were in port.
Okay. But you're destructing everything else,
Yeah,
right?
we were posing a danger to everybody else.
No, see, we weren't destructing everything else. Everything else was destructing itself.
Yeah, but if
to
it would
avoid
have
us.
stayed in the way, you would have been barreling down on everything, right?
They were launching themselves out of the water. It was wild. I held Welch's shoulders.
I'm king of the world!
That's what I was just thinking. I think it's towards impending disaster, failure. It's an emotional response to a situation in your life. On the other hand, a sinking ship, submerged, could also have a positive meaning.
We didn't sink yet. But would we really have sank? We were in a marina. We would have just
I
probably
don't know.
stopped and
I'm
ground,
just
yeah.
Googling things.
just listed over a little bit.
Yep. Oh,
Damn, my drink spilled. I'd stand by. .9 W4 Country and Big Star. It's Kenny Chesney. All right, we're going to stay live on Facebook, facebook.com/W4 Country for just a little bit longer. If you want to join us.
Very interesting conversations happening.
We are having very interesting conversations today.
So we're keeping it going.
Facebook.com/W4 Country, new music, low cash. Big old one big country song. It's W4.
You sure about that?
Big old country song. It's one big country song.
So dreaming of robbing a bank means, oh no, this is being robbed in a bank. Well, that you believe without risk there is no profit. So that wouldn't necessarily be it. Hang on.
that's if you're being robbed.
I guess so. Yeah. Dreaming of being robbed in a bank means you are a person who enters risky situations easily. You believe that without risk, there is no profit, which is why you don't have a problem with taking over a job which you know nothing about or accepting offers that you are not sure if they are good for you.
That's me.
Banks are secure environments. It could indicate there's an exchange of power or influence. The bank represents controlling part of your personality. So robbing your personality? I don't know, Sharon.
Robbing
I don't know if I
somebody
can help you
else's
that.
personality.
Maybe that's it.
You're after something that's closely guarded.
Does anyone else have anything?
Well, I think we lost some people when you had us muted for a minute.
Oh, sorry.
But, well, yeah, people are agreeing. And then Holly says, when is that different than any other day? I'm not sure what that's referring to. Back to the juicy meat.
Oh,
Brian says a good vet could have it on its feet in 10 minutes.
God.
Referring to a rare steak. I thought that was kind of a funny comment. Because I love those vet shows, those farm vet shows.
Yeah.
Like Dr. Pole and what's that new one from Chelsea? The Barn Sanctuary.
Oh, Saved by the Barn.
Yes, I love that show.
I haven't watched that one yet.
I love that show.
I'm friends with that guy on Facebook. We should have him in.
Yes, can we?
Is it
McKernan.
Dan McKernan? Yeah, let's have him in.
I'm friends with the brother. He hasn't accepted my friendship yet. If somebody knows him, please tell him how much I am in love with his barn. And the
Why
animals.
don't you just drive out? It's like
I might. I'm not even joking. I was considering. Well, we were in the lockdown, and I didn't want to just show up. I felt like that'd be kind of weird and creepy.
a barn. I don't think it's a secure environment.
I want to go play with the animals. They just got these fuzzy pigs.
Do you know what your hands would smell like?
I don't care. I am here for it.
What's that smell? Oh, I was playing with fuzzy pigs.
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with that? I wash my hands.
I don't know. Is that a smell that comes out, or is it like fishing? Like if you're ocean fishing, washing your hands isn't going to get the fish smell out.
They're clean.
All right, stand by. Here we go. 102.9 W4 Country, one big country song. It's low cash, 8:31. Time for another check on traffic. What do you got, Madison?
94 seems to be running pretty smoothly. No problems to report on 23. It looks like 96 is running at posted speeds. A little heavier traffic on M52. It looks like right around at 94 and also just north of Waterloo Road. We're also looking at a little heavier traffic on US 12 right at 23 and on Plymouth Road right around here on Parkway and 23. If you have a tip for us, 734-623-1029. That's the latest from the W4 Country Traffic Center.
Final check on your morning headlines with Jenna Kokenauer. We're going to have to pause again in just a second. We have a live commercial.
So Sharon said, I dreamt that I actually took a sledgehammer and broke through the wall of the bank. But the cops came as I was on my way out, but then I woke up and drove myself to the police station. What? You turned yourself in? Come on.
What kind of criminal are you?
Right? Crazy.
There's something weird going on in my right ear today. Bass is making a tickle really bad deep down.
That's weird.
That's weird.
And like I just scratched my ear and then it made my nose itch. Like I stuck my finger in my ear and scratched it and then my nose really started itching.
Yeah, Google that. What does that dream mean?
It's like bass, any kind of like my voice right now in my headphones is just really making my ears itch.
Does this make your ears tickle?
Ooh, it does. Stop. We're going to tickle your ears. Ooh, stop.
Ew. That's creepy.
Like I feel like I need a really long Q-tip, like one of those
Like a
COVID test. One of the COVID
Q-tip.
Q-tips. All right, here we go. It's so discouraging when you are on a diet and you work your butt off for trying to lose weight and you do everything right and you're 3 weeks in and you've lost like a pound.
It's really depressing to get on that scale and not see any results.
There is a system where it's so exciting to get on the scale because with me, there were results literally every day I was on the program with Ideal You. In fact, in the first 10 days, I lost 14 pounds.
It's so motivating to keep going when you see results like that every single day. In my first 10 days, I lost 12 pounds.
Get on Ideal You in their 20-day program, brand new 20-day program. You could lose up to 20 pounds in 20 days and still a day left in August for you to do that. And you're still looking at Labor Day, a week out from that point. Go to idealu.us today.
Today, your consultation is just $25. Normally it's $100, but idealu.us today. It's $25.
Get signed up and get started on the program. You're going to be glad that you did and lose 10, 15, 20 pounds in 20 days. Results may vary based on physical health, adherence to program. No weight loss guarantees are provided or implied. Go to idealu.us today. Dexter's A&W. Da-da-da-da. I need one more piece of content for the next break. Oh, Elvis is...
When are we trending?
Oh, trending.
Oh.
I'll save Elvis is Crazy for tomorrow because it's Elvis week.
Okay.
Do you know he tried to jump into his mother's grave at her funeral?
No. So
he carried her nightgown with her for years.
Oh, my. So it's Elvis week and Shark week.
It is.
Oh, and it's Shark Week.
I watched Shark Week last night. And, I didn't see Shark Week last year. I think I was on vacation when it was going on. Did they have Bob the Shark last year? The guy hosting it? Because I really hate him.
What?
Like, it totally took away from it.
Bob the Shark?
You would like it because it's stupid puns, Welch.
Uh-huh. Bob the Shark? I remember it was Rob Riggle last year that was the host of a lot of it, right?
Is this like a cartoon thing?
No, it was a guy dressed in a shark costume.
Oh my gosh, really?
Is Rob Riggle a comedian?
Yeah, actor and comedian.
Is it like a baby shark thing?
It was what was it? Saturday they were playing from. Was it just last year that was Shaq Does Shark Week?
That's
They were
such a
playing
good
that
one.
clip of him in the big cage.
He's funny.
He is funny.
Last night was the Mike Tyson versus Jaws. I didn't watch it. It came on at 9. I went to bed.
Oh yeah.
That'll be repeated 100 times this week
For sure.
It's the kind of content we're here for.
Yep.
Can Iron Mike fight a shark?
Yep. Is it just 1 week or is it 2 weeks? The other one is 2 weeks, right?
No, Nat Geo
Shark
went on for
Fest?
like a month.
Yeah.
Shark Fest went on for
really?
like a month. Yeah. And they have this one. It's a good show. It's called When Sharks Attack, Deep Dive. But they take like this, like a shark attack and could it have been caused by this? And then they go into this deep backstory. No, it was not caused by this. Then they'll go into something else.
Just giant teases.
Could it have been caused by the new breakwater built? Well,
No.
evidence shows the currents flow the other. But for them to say no, it doesn't appear it was caused by this takes like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And how many reenactments?
Right, and re-showing the shark attack.
Yeah.
Was this shark employed by George Soros?
And it's not like they have it from 17 different angles. They have like the same 3 angles that they just keep repeating over and over and over again.
There was one last week. It was shark attacks that happened in Sharm el-Sheikh, Egypt.
Uh-huh.
And one of the things that they did, could Israelis have programmed the sharks to attack? Really?
Well, I don't know with that new neurochip. Maybe Elon Musk is
No, that's
he's got his army of sharks.
into like.
He's gonna start putting lasers on their heads. Come on.
But to say could the Israelis have done it? That's like straying into the protocols of the Elders of Zion propaganda territory.
Right.
Anything's possible.
No, that is not possible. Why would Israelis go after European tourists in
Right.
Sharm el-Sheikh?
Yeah.
They might have reasons.
You tell me they were able to do that when the United States couldn't? We tried programming so many different animals, like cats to spy on the Soviet embassies.
That cat with that. Did we talk about that last week?
With what?
The drug smuggling,
Yeah.
whatever cat. That was funny. He escaped from jail.
Mm-hmm. He ain't no rat.
Nope. He's a cat.
They were hoping he'd sell out his owners.
I know. He escaped.
Remarkably, the show is kind of on time today. How did that happen?
Seeing as we were 6 minutes late for the top of the hour, I
'Cause
don't
it
know.
Wasn't.
Like we're set to the last break 54,
Well,
55.
we're
That's
not done
perfect.
yet.
That's true. Yeah, we still need to go trending.
Still
don't we?
time for us to screw that up.
So let me
Uh-huh.
stop that, delete that traffic. And we'll just do trending music for traffic. I'm going to stop that too because it's hard to talk over. Holly, it might be allergies. I've been having bad allergies this year. Allergies for me are getting worse as I get older. I never had allergies.
Mine. So I heard something once, and I don't know how true this is, that your allergies change every 7 years. And I do feel like there are significant parts of my life that have completely, like, I remember a change in my allergies. Like I was X old or something. And like when I was a kid, my eyes used to swell shut. My allergies were so bad. Now it's more like a throat thing. It gets like really itchy in the back of my throat.
You just want to take like a scrub brush and
then, yeah. And like my asthma's gotten, has changed, which is part of my allergies.
I'm getting like a lot of post-nasal drippage stuff, and it's making me cough, which
that never happened before.
No, and the last thing people want to see, like when you're on a plane, is you like hacking and coughing. All right, stand by. 102.9 W4 Country, even though I'm leaving, it's Luke Combs. 8:40, getting ready to go trending with Brian Welch. A look at what's hot in online conversation today, brought to you by our friends at Dexter Bakery. What are you working on?
an earthquake on the East Coast.
It's on the way on 102.9 W4 Country. See, that's the one that's tough to talk over because he's talking.
Because he's talking.
It says it's 28 at second intro, but I don't believe it. I mean, I believe it. But.
I mean, I don't think
Right.
I don't think he says much beyond those initial red notes.
Red.
And then it's just a long ramp up to the song.
So ramp up. I choose to not speak over.
And we only have one post option. We can't set multiple posts like in our previous system.
This one's better.
Right? Obviously. Clearly.
Is anybody even watching?
Oh, they're
anymore?
doing Shack Attack again tonight.
Yeah, I saw that they're doing Shaq as well. Shaq, someone else, and Mike Tyson. It's another sports figure, I think. See, why don't they do the
Will Smith off the deep end?
Will Smith is the one, yeah. Why don't they do like, well, whatever. Why don't they do why don't they do like the Brady Bunch?
What?
The Brady Bunch Shark Week. Bring them like all back to Hawaii and do it on Hawaiian sharks. I'd watch that.
What does the Brady Bunch have to do with sharks?
What does Mike Tyson and Will Smith have to do with sharks?
I don't know about Will Smith, but Mike Tyson. I mean, that doesn't
make
sense either.
What does Shaq have to do with sharks?
I mean, they're
big dudes. Put them in the water with some sharks and see what happens.
They're big in popular culture right now.
Yeah.
You would want to see the Brady Bunch with sharks?
I guess.
I'd totally watch it.
Alien sharks, first contact. What? I know what I'm doing on Friday. Tiger Shark King.
Do you remember the cartoon Street Sharks?
Wicked Sharks.
Mm-mm.
What?
Street Sharks.
No.
It was a cartoon. They were like, I mean, it was like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but with sharks.
What?
Just walking on the street?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Sharks Gone Wild 3. That's on Saturday.
They definitely had shark heads, but then they had like arms and legs, and they were burly, and they fought crime and stuff.
What's on Friday?
It ends on Sunday at 8 p.m. with Naked and Afraid of Sharks 2.
That's completely reasonable, though.
What did you say? What's on Friday?
What's on Friday?
Well, alien sharks first contact. Mysterious and bizarre alien sharks lurk further beneath the waves in remarkably deep waters where researchers are on a quest to make first contact. 9 p.m., Lair of the Great White, attempting to find out why a population of great whites off the coast of Western Australia is so much more aggressive than others. And then 10 p.m., Tiger Shark King.
Okay, 10 p.m. because I'm bringing a friend to Cancun for his birthday, and he's terrified of sharks. And so tiger sharks, they have those in Cancun. I want to.
So don't let him watch that.
Already texted last night, and he says, "I'm watching Shark Week. I'm not going in the water."
Jenna remembers that cartoon.
Jenny, you remember Street Sharks?
So you're not going to go in the water at all?
No, I'll go in the water. I don't care. But we'll be spending the night in Dallas on a layover, so I'll make sure we're watching Tiger Shark King.
Just to terrify.
All right, stand by. Here we go. 102.9 W4 Country and boys round here. It's Mr. Blake Shelton. Time to go trending with Brian Welch. A look at what's hot in online conversation today. It's brought to you by our friends at Dexter Bakery. Go.
North Carolina and Virginia trending yesterday morning, a 5.1 earthquake.
That's a decent shake.
That's a pretty good shake for an earthquake out there. And it's been more than 100 years since they've seen one of that magnitude.
Here's an interesting thing. Growing up in Southern California, you always knew if an earthquake was 4.5 or above, because 4.5 is what it takes to set off car alarms. Mm-hmm. So if you heard car alarms, you knew that the shaking was at least 4.5. With 5, glass can break and there can be some minor structural damage.
Oh, man.
So that's what they faced. And they're certainly not expecting that most of the time in North Carolina. Simon Cowell is trending, thanking emergency personnel after he wrecked his electric bike on his property in Malibu and apparently suffered a back injury. He's had some rods put in and he's recovering well.
I heard it was a broken back. Yeah. Like, what kind of electric bike was this?
I don't know, but he urged people, if you're going to buy an electric bike, read the manual. Good idea. Kelly Osbourne is trending, recently sharing some photos of herself after an 85-pound weight loss.
She worked hard.
She was busy during the quarantine.
I was too, eating.
So. Yeah.
She lost that weight.
Didn't work out so well for some of us.
And finally, college football is trending. Of course, the Mid-American Conference announcing they're postponing all fall sports. So that includes just up the road a piece at Eastern Michigan University.
That's a bummer.
They will not be playing football this fall.
Is this the kind of thing where one domino falls and the rest go?
That's what people are worried about. Mm-hmm. However, there were several high-profile college football players that made a statement over the weekend saying, first and foremost, they want to play this fall. Then they wanted to make sure or urge the entire NCAA to have uniform safety and health protocol, and the ability for players to opt out without losing eligibility, and stating the eventual goal of starting a players' association.
So they're not really supposed to talk to the press without approval.
Oh, there's a whole lot that's going to get
I wonder if that got approval, though. Where is that really coming from?
Yeah. And the NCAA doesn't want a players' union, I bet you, though.
Oh,
no, come on.
That's the last thing you want.
Yeah.
That's what's trending.
Trend with us anytime. Facebook.com/W4Country, at WWWCountry. At Twitter, our Instagram handle is at W4Country. Follow me personally, Facebook.com/Bubba Show, at W4Bubba on Instant Snap. Follow Madison here.
At Madison Rally.
And Welch here.
At Welch BW.
That's trending, brought to you by our friends at Dexter Bakery. Let's take a final look at traffic. What do you got?
No major problems. 94 running smoothly. So is 23. Looks like M52, US 12, M14. They should all be running right around posted speeds. If you have a tip for us, 734-623-1029. That's the latest from the W4 Country Traffic Center.
So Madison asked if we were going to say goodbye.
He gets a little confused sometimes.
I gave her a screwy look because I was like, why would we say goodbye? It's 8:47. But she meant goodbye to you.
I wanted to make sure he turned the microphones on so we could actually say goodbye.
Yeah.
Bye. Ooh, that blowing made my ear tickle again. Ooh.
Does this make your ear? I can't do it.
Oh, wow.